Your thoughts are really the only thing you can control. You can't control any outcome of anything, really. You never know what's gonna happen. But your thoughts and how you interpret things are gonna definitely shape your experience in life, period. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I'm so tired.
Yes, as a friend loves at all times for convenience.
Happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day here in Japan. You guys probably won't see this till like the week after Valentine's, but I hope you had a really good day. Just enjoyed it with your significant other or family or friends. And yeah, I'm just gonna get ready for the day. I plan to clean today a bit, work out, and then I'm actually gonna meet with my neighbor today. We're gonna go get coffee. She's Japanese and she's like really nice, so wish me luck on that. I'm just gonna do my Bible study on my phone because I just don't feel like thinking about what to study, so I'm gonna study on my phone and then we'll get ready to work out. This new sweater that my husband bought for me, and you're gonna be ready to be sick of me. I already worn it like 3 times because you guys know I literally overuse my sweatshirts every single time. It's just like, it's so easy. The house is cold and they're so cute. He bought me like an extra large one because I always like take his, and it's just so cute. Like, look at it. There's nothing on the back that I'm aware of, but yeah, you're gonna see me in this for a while. So yesterday I did my hair with the Fino hair mask and actually blow dried it, so this is how it looks. Because I know last time I did it, but I didn't blow dry it, so it didn't look like, I don't know, as silky as it could. I didn't even put the Fino hair oil on it, so this is all just the hair mask. Oh my god, my voice. Such a pretty view. I love waking up to this every morning, especially when the sun's out. Let's go throw away the trash because I'm still trying to figure out how to do it and I'm scared. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. I'm still feel like I'm doing it wrong, but we'll see. Usually you can see Mount Fuji right there, but it's kind of cloudy today, so you can't really see it. It's my favorite thing about taking out the trash, looking at Mount Fuji. Did it. We took out the trash. Every time I take it out, I feel so accomplished. I'm like, I'm doing things, I'm trying new things because the trash system in Japan, if you haven't already heard from me, it's a bit crazy, so it's very specific. So I'm just praying that I keep doing it right. Good frothing milk. If you guys know of a good frothing milk, please let me know because this milk does not froth. There was like no milk left in there and that's our last milk, so it's only like this much. Well, I ran out of milk, so we're gonna go get milk real quick because this is not gonna cut it, okay? So I'm just gonna leave this in pause. Let's go get milk at the grocery store and let's go get waters because I'm actually out of water. So either way, we needed to go. Little outfit of the day. I'm taking this big bag because they are kind of heavy and I don't feel like driving because it's kind of hard to get into my parking spot, so I just don't think it's worth it. I'll just walk it. It's not far, but it is a bit chilly, so I just threw this stuff on and then we can finish our espresso. I'm so sad. I'm so hungry and I want coffee so bad. Let's go. believe how long this coffee took me to make, but we made it and it looks so good. So without like the whipped cream, it's not that great because I let the freaking espresso like cool down forever when I went to go get the milk. But I know this is a lot of sugar, but it's really, really good. Oh my god, it's literally like a hazelnut vanilla latte, if that's a thing. The whipped cream adds so much like creaminess to it. Kelly's going to the store is worth it. It's so good. Oh my god, I wish you guys could try it. Coffee is heaven sent. Like God made coffee because he knew I was gonna be born. He knew I was gonna get an espresso machine, and he knew I was gonna just live my best life here in Japan. Yeah, let's make breakfast. I bought this right now that I went to the store. It's the microwavable rice because I ran out of rice already made, and my rice cooker takes like an hour to make rice. So let's try this out. It's really good. Like it tastes really like fresh. Oh my god. Henry always asks me like what do I do when he's not home, and I just make do, open the packages. Girl power, bro. Oh my god, these are so cute. This is like a little package. It's good girl power. Let's clean these dishes and let's clean this house.
Why can't I love you the way that I want to? Maybe it's something. Maybe it's nothing. Why can't I hold you? Some nights I get cold too. 4 hours falling. Now I feel nothing. 1, 2, 3. I need a second to breathe. 3, 2, 1. Don't say I give enough. Run through the motions. Spell
Okay, let's do our skincare real quick. So one of you guys had asked me if I don't get homesick, and some family back at home asked me. Well, also I'm incorporating this. It's like a skin conditioner. So far I've only used it on my face, but you're supposed to use it on your body. But I like it on my face. I think it's rice water, but I'm not sure. Anyways, one of y'all have asked me if I don't get homesick, and I don't really, but I wanted to talk about it because I guess I never talk about it on here. Obviously I'm in Japan, super far away from like all my family, but I FaceTime them like all the time. Like I FaceTime my parents every single day. I'm really close to my parents. I FaceTime my cousins like, I don't know, 2-3 times out of the week. Like I'm really close with all my family, so we just keep up with each other. So obviously it sucks that I don't get to see them like in person, but it's different. Like I don't know, we still stay in touch. I still tell them everything how's going. Like they know everything about my life, I know everything about theirs, and if I get sad then I FaceTime them, you know, and then I talk to them, and then I'm happy again. I don't know, obviously I miss like hugging them and stuff, but I just don't think about it. Like if I start thinking about like wanting to hug my parents and wanting to hug like my family, obviously I can't do it, so I'm not gonna dwell on it. So I just like shift my mind to other things. Like I talk to them or I text them, or I also like stay really busy. I don't just like stay at home and not do anything, because I know that can be very depressive when living in another country, especially like when you don't have a lot of friends, because I am making friends, thank God, but you don't have like a lot of ways to run towards. And I'm married, so I do tell my husband a lot, like I do need him, you know, because I am by myself. Like he goes to work and meets so many people, and I am just at home, so it's hard to meet people and it's harder to make connections, especially here when I don't speak the language. But he's so good at like planning stuff. Like we have been doing so many trips because he knows that staying busy for me is the most most important thing. Like if I'm busy and I am updating my family about my life, then I am really happy. I don't know, I'm also kind of a simple person. Like if he comes home and he bought me like a little matcha cake, like I'm gonna be over the moon. I don't know, I really love small details from the heart, and it's little things. Like my family, obviously I'm a day ahead from them, so when they remember things, like when I talk to my cousins and they remember like, oh, tomorrow you're gonna go do this, like are you excited or whatever, when they remember stuff, is already like mind-blowing, because that means they care. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel very loved. And also with my friends, like my friends that have made time to talk to me now that I'm here, makes me feel so loved, because it's the type of thing that you have to plan it. Like you have to make sure I'm awake, they're awake. We're like a 13-hour difference, so it's a lot to plan to talk to each other. Obviously now that I do it all the time, we kind of know like at what time to talk to each other, but it just takes time. So when my family takes time to talk to me, and when they take time to even send me a message on Instagram, or just like remember me, you know, tell me Merry Christmas and Happy Valentine's Day and all those little things, it just means the world. So that's how I stay. I just wanted to mention a little bit, because I never really talked about me being sad or anything, and I don't really get that sad. I also pray so much, and I leave everything to God. Like if I wake up having a funk, or if I have a funk week, then I pray about it. I just leave it all to Him. I tell Him to like lend me His joy, because I'm feeling weak in that area, and I just pray to God about everything. Like I'm very honest with God. I'm very honest about my concerns and about everything that I go through. So talking to Him is like so helpful. Also when I miss my family and stuff, like I pray for them, and then it makes me feel good, you know, and then I see the fruition as they talk to me. So I don't know, prayer is like a really big one. Let's go upstairs and do our makeup now. Talk a bit more while I do my makeup, because I feel like a lot of you guys are military wives, and a lot of you obviously live in a lot of different spots. So I just want to tell you my experiences and how to deal with it, and how to not feel lonely, how I deal with that. So maybe it can help some of you, because I know some of you are either in Japan, interested in moving to Japan, or are military wives who are just constantly on the go like me. And another thing that helps me, obviously I mentioned community, which was my family and friends and staying in touch with them like personally. Another sense of community is I did join a Bible study that is online. So I made sure like before I left the US, before I left Georgia, that I had a Bible study that I could attend to here in my hours and talk to them, because that also helps a lot. Talking to people that aren't necessarily your family or that you're so familiar with, but it's like a safe space, like maybe therapy for you or whatever works for you really. But having that, and it's like a women's group, it really helps me to just talk. You know, sometimes I didn't even know that I had to talk about some things until they ask certain questions, and then it just kind of comes up. It's been really helpful, and it's also something to do. Like I have an appointed time to meet with people and to talk about God, and I have like a homework that I need to do for my Bible study that I'm always freaking doing last minute. But it helps me so much, because just doing those things and signing up for things helps so much to just go out there and get out of the house and get out of just like your usual routine is something new. You don't have an online group, and if you are specifically military, there's also so many things on base, especially when you live outside of the country. They tend to have more events and more things you can volunteer for, or just go to the gym on base, take a class, like take a new Pilates class on base, or just go to the gym. Like try to put yourself out there to meet people. You know, if you don't put yourself out there, then you're not gonna meet people. Like they're not just gonna magically appear in your house, you know? So it takes a lot of effort, and especially like making friends when you're older. I personally don't think it's that hard to make friends. I think it's hard to find good people to be friends with. But I think as an adult, like if someone comes up to me and like makes plans with me and it's like consistent and nice, I feel like that's, you don't have to be BFFs, but I don't know, I feel like the older you get, the least requirements that you take, because you're like, let's go to coffee, and I'm like, okay, let's go to coffee, and then you just keep up with me like, let's go to coffee next week, and I'm like, okay, like it's so simple. Like you don't have to plan out this like grand stuff, and if you like the person, like as you get along more, you're eventually gonna like plan things that you both like together. And if it's not your type of vibe, then you're eventually gonna like drift off, because it does take like, you have to try like you have to schedule things to make friends as an adult. So if you don't like them, then just don't put in the effort. But if you like them, then invite them to things, you know, like it's not that tough. And look at things that aren't like expensive, like hey, let's go to the park, let's go on a walk. You want to take one of the free classes they're giving on base or whatever. Like, do you just want to come work out at home with me? Something random. I don't know. It's just really important for you to like put yourself out there, especially in another country. Like, you have to try, you have to talk to people, you have to like start things and see where they go. Sometimes they're gonna go good, sometimes they're gonna fail, but if you don't try, then you're just gonna stay in your little bubble. Like, if you're not on base, if you're not a military girlfriend, but you always go to the same grocery store and like you see a girl that you think you would vibe with, like maybe just start by saying hello, or like, I like your outfit or something. Like, learn how to say something and just start a conversation, and if it flows, then it flows. But if you put in the effort, like, people don't realize that no one puts the effort nowadays. Like, no one cares about people. I'm not saying no one, but I'm just saying it's so rare for someone to go out of their way to be nice to someone. So if you're that one person that goes out of your way and you're nice to someone, like, they're gonna want to talk to you. I don't see why they wouldn't. Like, if they don't, they're just not meant to be. I mean, you're dodging a bullet at that point, but just go out of your way and be nice. Like, you see that they need help, go help them. Also in Japan, something that really helped me, like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna go to Starbucks with my neighbor that doesn't even speak English, and that helped because I googled the culture. So if you're interested in making friends in Japan specifically, I googled the culture and like I researched what you're supposed to do. Like, when you move in somewhere, you're supposed to give them, you're not supposed to, but it's nice to give them like welcome gifts. And I noticed that they like a lot of American stuff, which makes sense because we like Japanese stuff. So I gave them like Japanese chocolates, and I gave them something for Christmas, and it was just something small, something to like let them know we're friendly, you know. And then they gave us something for New Year's. They gave us like a New Year's sake, and it was just really nice. And from there, like, we started creating a little neighborhood friendship, you know. I mean, I'm not sure if she's gonna become like my BFF because we do not speak the same language, but even just going to freaking coffee with someone, it's so helpful when you're just by yourself in another country. But that doesn't happen if you don't set yourself out there, you know. If you don't at least like say good morning, if you don't at least like step out of your comfort zone, basically is what I'm trying to say. Let me do my eyebrows because I look crazy. Oh my god, that's way too much eyeliner. Holy cow. Oh my god, that's like so much eyeliner. So yeah, obviously I'm very passionate about this subject, so just put yourself out there and be nice to people, and the right people will eventually come to you. So I will say one of the most important things as well is pray before you even move anywhere, and pray before you even do anything, because I think me and Henry have been so blessed because we prayed before we do everything. So like, even coming to Japan, like, we had prayed about it. It was in our hearts, like we wanted to do it, but we told God like, help us to do it. And it's kind of hard to get Japan because everyone kind of wants to come here, so it's just God's will. Even Georgia, we prayed about it. Like, everything, we prayed about it, and I think that's why we've had so much favor, because we're supposed to be here, you know. We asked first, like, help us and set people in our lives to like give us favor and to guide us in how to do stuff. Also for friends, like, pray for friends, pray for courage, pray for boldness, like, pray like for help, and God will help you. That's one of my main that's one of my main like advice, really, is pray about everything, because he listens and he will definitely help you. And if you're lonely, if you're depressed, like, he will be there and he will put people in your life to help you, but you have to try. If he puts the people in your life, then you have to talk to them. Like, they're not gonna just lift you up and freaking carry you into this like non-depressed world, you know. Like, you have to put in the effort. You have to read your word, you have to read your Bible, you have to try to talk to friends, try to like learn the language if you're anywhere else, try to learn the culture so you don't feel out of place. Like, really becoming familiar with stuff actually helps. Like, being familiar with even how to order something somewhere, or familiar in how to say something, or just, I know they do this in a certain day, this culture. It just, familiarity it helps with depression. It helps with feeling isolated, with feeling homesick, because you're becoming familiar and you're encouraging this place to become your home in a way. Because if you don't encourage it to become your home and you don't even like try to adjust to the culture or anything, then you are gonna feel left out. You're gonna feel like you don't belong because you're not trying to belong, and basically you don't belong. You're not from here, you know. So, or at least for me specifically, like here in Japan, like, I'm Mexican. We're very different people. The way we interact, everything that we do, what we eat, everything is so different. But I am so in love with this country, and I'm so in love with learning about this country. Like, I want to learn. I want to know about their culture. I want to talk to people. I want to like, I'm just hungry to like learn the language and just to learn stuff. So if you don't encourage to learn wherever you're living at, if it's somewhere, you know, not in the US, if you're from the US, if it's somewhere that you've never lived in before, then it's gonna be really hard to make it feel like a home, because you're not really trying to make it live like a home. You just want to be there like an outsider, basically. But I'm not saying you have to like, obviously I'm a Christian, like I'm not a Buddhist, and there's a bunch of Buddha temples, but I think the temples are so beautiful, and I think the culture here and how they do stuff is so beautiful. It's so different, and just because I don't follow everything doesn't mean I can't admire the beauty in it and just see the differences in it. You know, you don't have to accept everything, but you just, I don't know, I think keeping and I've said this in so many of my videos. Sorry, I'm doing my eyelashes. Isn't the most cute thing to do, but I've said in so many videos, your perspective in life, no matter where you're at, is so powerful. Because if you're in an ugly place and your perspective is ugly as well, then you're gonna drown. Like, your perspective is gonna save you from everything. Because if you're in a pretty place and your perspective is ugly, then your experience is gonna be ugly. But if you keep a good perspective on things, if you stay positive, and if you stay firm to what you want, what you believe, and what you want to accomplish, like, stay firm on that and stay firm in your attitude. And there's gonna be bad days, there's gonna be good days, but overall you're gonna have a better experience in life because you are trying to. Having a good life, having a good experience in life takes your mentality to do it. It takes time to do it. It takes effort to have a good life. It takes effort to have a good thought process. Your thoughts can be very negative, and if your thoughts are very negative, then your life will be very negative, because your thoughts are really the only thing you can control. You can't control any outcome of anything, really. You never know what's gonna happen, but your thoughts and how you interpret things are gonna definitely shape your experience in life, period. I'm sorry for rambling on, but your perspective on life is something I'm very passionate about, and I've said it for, I don't know, I think like the whole time that I've been on YouTube. It's just something I firmly believe in, and it's what's allowed me to be happy, really. My perspective on things has changed my whole life, really. So I hope it helps you guys. I'm sorry if I rambled, but I'll be praying for all of you, because I know all of us go through different things, different seasons, and life is crazy, especially as you grow up. I'm 25 now, guys. Like, I don't know, so many things happen in life, and you can go from having a really good life to really bad in like a day. Like, I know life, I'm not like in this little bubble believing that life is perfect, but I love you guys so much. I hope that encouraged you. I want to show you all my outfit, and then I gotta go. I said I look like a high school teacher, but I am in love with this outfit. Like, I think it's so cute. I don't know, I just feel so chic and so modern. These are from Sam's Angels Boutique. They're already run out, but I still have my website, by the way, if y'all want to go shop. Either way, I already rambled on for so long. I love you guys so much. I hope you had a good Valentine's, and I hope you have a good week. So let me know down in the comments if any of this helped you, or if there's anything you want prayer for, because I want to help you guys. I love you guys so much. You've helped me in my mental journey so much by just being here on YouTube and listening to me. So I want to give that back, and the best thing that I can do is pray for you. So yeah, just let me know that in the comments, and I love you guys. Guys, I'm actually back from with my neighbor and her daughter, and that was insane. That was so good. Do it. If you're scared to talk to someone, just go do it. That was literally the best time of my life. They're the sweetest people ever, and I learned so much. This is your sign to go out there and ask that person to go hang out. I love you guys. I'm in shock. Thank you, Jesus. Like, that was so good. They're so sweet. Making friends in Japan. Japanese friends. That's insane. I love God. I love Jesus. I love you guys. Goodbye. That's a live update.